Unless you are Rip Van Winkle and you've been asleep for a long time, you'll know what I mean when I say income inequality. The president and the other Democrats in the country have just been wearing us out with this, and they say they're going to run on this subject of income inequality in 2014. So we'll see. My question is, have you people forgotten history? Let me give you just one example. Let's take Russia, who, if there's a country that really took the theories of Karl Marx, communism, socialism, and big government control to the max. I mean, really tried it, experimented it with everything they were worth. It was Russia. When Joseph Stalin was the leader back in the late 1920s, he came up with a 5-year plan. And the first industry that he decided to take over was agriculture. So up to that point, farmers were just like they were here. They owned their own land, private property. They grew what they want, sold what they want, and it's pretty free. Well, Stalin felt like in his ilk that they should take over agriculture because if the government had charge and had full control over all of food production, they'd produce more food and there'd be no starvation. Poor would be wiped out. They'd even have food to export, and that would help their economy. Sounds great, right? Makes sense. Big government is so wonderful and effective. Guess what happened? Total disaster. I hate to even giggle because literally farmers and their families starved to death under the new plan. Truthfully. And some farmers said were so angry they picked up pitchforks and began to fight against the local Russian officials, and some of those guys were executed. Others were sent off to the labor camps at the gulags. All because government thought it could do a better job than individuals or any hint, of course, of capitalism. Complete disaster. And then, as typical politicians do, Stalin stood up in front of the whole Russian nation in 1933 to say his first 5-year program had been a grand success. And he introduced this next 5-year program where millions upon millions and more of his own people would end up dying. Well, I know that's an extreme example, but when I hear that government is the way to handle this income equality situation, this economic challenge, I cringe. Well, let's discuss. I'm going to be here every day for a while, just with another thought about income inequality. Tell me what you think.